is scary. I don't like it.
Well, the time has come to make some progress. We're ready to go. Are you ready?
I think so.
You ready to run this thing?
Yep.
Cool. All right, let's fire it up.
Okay.
All right, Dee Dee's trying it out. First stump coming out. Be a little slow going until we get all the controls down. You know, it's been a while since we ran an excavator, but this should be fun.
It was scary, but it was fun. But it was scary, but it was fun.
Okay, good job, babe.
Thank you.
Well, it's getting pretty dark. Got some damage done. I don't know, we pulled out maybe 8 stumps in an hour and a half. There were a bunch of them grouped together, 3, 6, yeah, about 8 stumps. And kind of got a mess right now, but we're ripping and tearing with the machine as fast as we can, and we'll see where we're at for cleanup when we're done. So it's getting dark, and I'm going to call it for the night, and we will hit it hard tomorrow. Well, we had a big oops. Spun the track off. We were cleaning up a little bit of the mess we made, so I was kind of blading a bunch around and spinning around, and I spun the track off, which is awesome. So I'm gonna see if I can get that thing back on now.
Looks like you're doing some things there.
I'm trying to get to the grease zerks in here. So what do you do when you don't know how to do something? You watch a YouTube video, right? So
Well, of course.
So there, you grease it apparently to, there's a piston inside there, and it pushes it out when you grease it or add grease. And then there's supposed to be a release in there, in this hole, to take grease back out and release that piston.
Looks pretty cruddy in there.
You know? Alright. I don't know if I have a socket quite big enough. Alright. I have lots of big wrenches, but no big sockets, so I gotta run into town, get a big socket. I need to grab some diesel anyways, so we'll kill a couple birds with one stone.
And you need some more grease.
And a bunch of grease, yes.
Don't forget that.
Alright, got back from town with supplies. We got the track back on pretty much, so we just released there's like a grease zerk in there with a little nut that holds it in place. We pulled that out so the grease could drain out, and then we ratchet strapped with a big ratchet strap this to pull it back in, and it oozed out grease. Got the track back on, and now we're retensioning it. This is a grease gun, and we're just retensioning it by adding grease, and it'll push it back forward, and you'll start to see this track move here pretty quick. What's game plan? What's game plan? What's the game plan for today?
The game pan. We're gonna rip out some stumps, and then we're gonna clean up, and then we're gonna do a few other projects, and yeah.
All right, we got the track back on last night, so we're ready to rock first thing this morning.
Yep, let's
do
it.
I got a bunch of work done this morning, just double checking the tension on the track. It looks like it's loosened up a little bit more, so I'm going to add some more grease to this. And we're just pumping grease in it to tension that track. I don't want it, you know, so tight, but I want a little teeny bit of gap, I guess, but not too much. So the guy that I watched to figure out how to do this, I think, was called the Dirt Ninja. He had a couple of videos on putting tracks back on an excavator, so that's where I got the info on this. And it worked, so I'm super stoked to be able to keep running this machine and not be down. But I have to keep an eye on this track. I don't know what's going on with it. You know, I just kind of like when you, sorry, there's a bee flying around. Anytime you put a belt or something on a vehicle and tighten it down, I don't know, usually want to recheck it after a little bit. So that's what I was doing, and it had come a little looser. Anyhow, we're still rolling. Dee's running the tractor and I'm running the excavator, and we're making some headway. Like a bee's nest that I just disturbed, so that's cool. I'm very happy. Well, good morning, guys. We actually have a little bit of rain today, a little bit of drizzle. I'll kind of show you what we got done yesterday. This is the area in front of the cabin, close to the creek. There's still one stump there. I'm going to shave that close to the ground with a saw, and then there's another little stub sticking off right there as well. I didn't want to tear that where that's right at the creek side and, you know, destabilize the hillside. But other than that, everything's pretty flat. Basically, I did most of the ripping and tearing, and then Dee would come along and do the kind of some of the grading and smoothing with the tractor and haul off the little bits that were left over, so that I could move on to getting more stumps out. So we're just kind of getting things up and rolling here. We got one giant pile there. Another big pile up back there. Took it down a bunch of trees and just was hauling them up a couple at a time with the excavator and stacking them. We'll got them right next to the wood splitter here, so we'll get those lobbed up and ready to go. This is where I was finishing up last night, taking down a bunch of our standing deads that we've had for quite a while. Still got a few more to take down, but just kind of, I didn't have a burn pile over here yet, didn't want it in the middle of my way, so I was just stacking stumps up along the way, wait until I get the center cleared out so I can start a burn pile there. I can kind of see the sun over there. It wasn't supposed to sprinkle today, so hopefully this drizzle will taper off here in a little bit. Was not expecting rain, and I left my work tunes outside. Oops. Alrighty, found another bee's nest. Well, I found another yellowjackets nest, so closed all the windows in the cab, had a couple get in here with me, got them smacked. But I'm glad that's in a closed cab, because man, a couple of these things I've come across. So talking the horn to Dee Dee, telling her to get away. She's kind of running support on the tractor and cleaning up some of the messes I'm making. So she got stung really bad last week, and she now has EpiPens. So yeah, trying to get this land cleared, and there's bees everywhere. So or yellowjackets everywhere. So that'll be good to get these kind of cleared away from the house.